we're breaking right now. The NDA meeting has begun at Lok Kalyan Marg. As we speak at the Prime Minister's residence, the top allies there, the meeting has begun. Let's cut across right now. We have Polumi Saha in the newsroom with us, who's going to be breaking down exactly what to expect out of this NDA meet. Aishwarya Paliwal joining us right outside Lok Kalyan Marg. We'll also cut across to Nabila, who will be joining us in front of the Andhra Bhavan. Now, Andhra Bhavan is under the rule of TDP's Chandrababu Naidu, who is going to be crucial in government formation. I want to cut across first to Aishwarya, who's joining us right outside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Aishwarya, has everyone come in? Has the meeting begun? All right, we don't seem to have Aishwarya. Piyush, would you want to take that question? Has the meeting begun? Who all are there right now?
Well, yes, Preeti, the meeting has begun. All the constituents of NDA have reached. The leaders like Eknath Shinde, Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Chirag Paswan, Jyotirama Manji, they all have reached, and the meeting has officially begun at the residence of residence of Prime Minister Modi, 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. So it's going to be a crucial meet in which decisions will take place as to what will be the new government, how the government will be formed, which party will get which share, which party will have a bigger say in the alliance. Most likely we can expect Prime Minister Modi to take oath once again on June 8, and before that the official meeting of NDA is taking place, and after the meeting comes to an end, we will be able to get to know as to what all happened inside that crucial meeting.
All right, I want to cut across to Nabila Jamal joining us outside the Andhra Bhavan. Nabila, you know, one of the crucial factors in NDA Sarkar, which takes oath on the 8th of this month, is going to be Chandrababu Naidu and the TDP. And the TDP is very clear on a 10-point demand.
Well, these are the list of demands that Chandrababu Naidu has brought with him all the way from Andhra Pradesh, and it's a resounding victory for him, Preeti. Undoubtedly, he's been out of power of the whole of the last term. 2014, that he was the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. At that point too, he fought for a special status for Andhra, which wasn't granted to him. And remember, at that time when Modi came in 2014, it was the same Chandrababu Naidu who tried to rally all the third front players, to bring in all players from across the country to come together and defeat the Prime Minister. But that was a futile exercise because it fell flat, and Prime Minister Modi came with a resounding victory again in 2019, a thumping majority. So for Chandrababu Naidu, he's never really had, it's not a natural affiliation with the BJP, I must say. But nonetheless, it appears after he was jailed by Jagan Mohan Reddy in Andhra Pradesh in a corruption case, he spent 55 days in jail. It appears that Chandrababu Naidu's, at this point, needed support of the NDA, needed support of the BJP, and he's gone into an alliance. He himself has knocked on the doors of Prime Minister Modi. Very interesting, Preeti, that he came to Delhi multiple times to meet with the Prime Minister. He wasn't really given time of day. In fact, he tried to meet with Home Minister Amit Shah as well. There was not much that came through of it. Multiple trips later, an alliance was finally formed. And look at the resounding victory. He's won 16 out of the 17 seats, Lok Sabha seats in Andhra Pradesh, which is almost a near 100% strike rate. Wiped out Jagan Mohan Reddy quite literally from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Not just now, he is of course looking at coming back as a Chief Minister. He could very well be harboring ambitions to be the Prime Minister of this country, because he's the second largest constituent in the NDA allies. After the BJP, it is the TDP who's managed 17 seats, 16 out of the 17 seats in Andhra Pradesh. So a great bargaining power that he has. And I'm standing right here at Telangana Bhavan, which will now come under Chandrababu Naidu soon as he forms the government. Of course, he's now stake claim for the government. He's got to come take oath as the Chief Minister. Only then will we see Telangana Bhavan really buzzing. But in the interim, we see that he has larger fish to fry. He's come here with a whole host of demands, including special status. Is something that we are hoping that he asks for from the BJP. But apart from that, imagine he's asking for rural development, he's asking for transport, he's asking for health, he's asking for education, a host of portfolios, meaty ones that he's put his demands across. Remains to be seen if the BJP is really in a mood at this point to give it to him, considering that he is integral in helping the NDA form the government.
Well, mood or not, the allies would need to be accommodated. Of course, the BJP in itself holds 240 seats, and it's not a small number. And they will be holding on at least to the key posts where the cabinet is concerned, the key portfolios. I want to cut across as well to Akshita Nangopal, who joins me from Vijayawada for more. You know, Akshita, it's a good day in the office for Chandrababu Naidu, practically sweeping the Lok Sabha number and sweeping the state of Andhra Pradesh. If you just go back, you know, it's possibly the rise of the phoenix. His epitaph was written by many.
Very, very true, Preeti. You know, you look at what happened months ago when you had the TDP struggling to even get a meeting with the BJP top leadership to go ahead and push for alliance talks. How the tables have turned today. Right now, you've got Chandrababu Naidu in pole position to go ahead and bargain and negotiate and ask for what he wants, which is what he mentioned at the press conference today. While he didn't say as much, he did talk about how this is a historic mandate, the fact that it's an absolute sweep by his party, both in the assembly and general elections. So with 16 seats that he's won here in Andhra Pradesh out of the 25, Preeti, he's clearly got a lot of say in the NDA. The Speaker's post, because we all know, of course, how crucial that is in the passing of legislation and in the functioning of Parliament, particularly at a time when you've got a strong opposition. Also, the Speaker's post is very crucial. The TDP, Chandrababu Naidu, being the political veteran that he is, recognizes that, which is why he's pushing for the Speaker's post. Many of the portfolios that we've reported here on India Today, urban development, rural development, all of those are also, you know, departments that Chandrababu Naidu has always been very passionate about himself. So you see a bit of his own thinking in some of the cabinet berths that he sought. We understand that there's also a demand for some MOS portfolios, including MOS Finance. So he's bargaining hard, not holding back very, very clearly. Having said that, however, it's expected that the BJP also to some extent will go ahead and accommodate some of those requests, considering that they want the TDP to be happy to remain with the NDA. Right now, there's not going to be any hurdles. There won't be any differences to really iron out, Preeti, because the TDP has also said as much. They've not said wait and watch. We'll see what happens in the meeting. They've said we're with the NDA. But the problem really emerges months later if there are differences that come up, which is why at this point you've got the BJP trying to ensure that whatever the TDP demands, those are also met with. What's also important to highlight here is that after today's meeting, we could see some clarity on the cabinet composition here in Andhra Pradesh as well. Now, remember that the BJP is an ally here, so is Janasena, and they'll seek important cabinet portfolios. Will we see some sort of a compromise on that is the other big question. So a lot to be figured out, especially for Andhra, and there's no doubt that the people of Andhra Pradesh, many of whom I spoke to yesterday, said very clearly that with this kind of a mandate for the TDP, they're saying that there can be no excuses as far as special financial packages are concerned. So they're counting on that also being one of the bargaining chips that Naidu goes to Delhi with.
Right. Well, you know, that's also a bargaining chip that the JDU is going to the BJP with, because they want special status too. You know, it's very interesting because politics has come full circle for the likes of Chandrababu Naidu. People had written his political epitaph just a short while ago, and that's the beauty of politics. You've come back, you've gone to jail, and see the rise of Chandrababu Naidu right now.